and move them into 6th in the Premier League table. Crouchy, what did you make of that winner from Joel Matip?
Oh no, it was a perfect header. Great power, great delivery. I have to say from Trent and Robertson, and the Forest game for Trent, the delivery from set pieces was first class, and that delivery from Robertson today. Once he gets free of his man, the defending from West Ham wasn't great. He ghosted into that area, and it was an unbelievably powerful header, but a great delivery. Doesn't cover himself in glory here, Ben Rama, does he?
Yeah, Ben Rama. I don't know what he's saying to him here. I don't know. I think he's
saying deal with him. He doesn't do it, does he?
No, he doesn't, and he just lets him go. He just glides into that position. It's just a slight push. He doesn't do anything. Like you got
There's no real movement, no real movement whatsoever. Just ghosts in there.
Yeah.
But having said that, once he gets in there,
it's got to be one of the easiest goals Matip will ever score.
His body shape, Ben Rama's all wrong. He's side on. He's never going to get enough power. They must have known an outswinger. The threat is there in that position. Matip runs in there all the time. He's got to be 3 yards further over, and he's got to be more aggressive, and he's got to deal with him. He'd be very disappointed with himself.
I don't think Ben Rama's the man to be picking up Matip at corner kicks anyway.
Yeah,
I just don't understand what happened there at all.
Listen, when you play zonal, sometimes it's going to be the little guys who have to mark the big guys, and I
get
it blocking. That's it. You've got to be physical. The run. You can use
too passive.
Your arms.
He was too passive.
Yeah.
Well, he scored in a 4-1 win here in 2017. It almost seemed inevitable when he was starting tonight that he could potentially get on the score sheet again. I'm pleased to say that the Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp joins us live now. Jurgen, thank you so much for talking to us. A 2-1 win, 3 victories in a row. How pleased are you, particularly with the second half performance of your side?
Actually, I like the first half more, to be honest. The stuff we played was absolutely incredible, was outstanding. We were 1-0 down, but before that we were already good. We did exactly what we wanted to do. Again, you cannot create chance after chance against a team like that. I think we had 80% possession or so. So it's really difficult. I love the counter press. I love the way we build up. I love, to be honest, the stuff Trent played was, wow, it was absolutely insane. So I like that a lot. When it's 1-1, yeah, that's how it is. In second half, it became more a fight. As long as the tank was completely full, I thought we were outstanding, and then we made a few decisions which were not great. So they had their moments, counter-attacks, set pieces, long throw-ins, these kind of things that made it a bit nervy. But in general, I like the game, to be honest. It's, how I said, we in a slightly different setup, a bit of a different way to play. I love the rhythm changes. I love how we build up. I love how we fly then in the counter-pressing situation. I think it was the first ball we lost, how Curtis tracks back and is immediately in that situation. These things are for us so important, and that's why I really like the game.
Jurgen, congratulations on the 3 points. I thought Trent was outstanding tonight, and it's really interesting how he's sort of drifting into midfield and making overloads. It really benefits his qualities because he gets on the ball and he looks so dangerous, and you can see all of the guys, as when he gets it, they're making runs because they know he has the quality. It's really interesting to watch.
Yeah, it is, but that's one thing, of course. And we always knew that he was a sensational football player, so now we in this setup, we can do it like that. The defense still the right back and position, and we spoke a lot about this season. Our trend is that he cannot defend that position, and now he can defend that position all of a sudden, because we defend in general better. When you are a lot in possession, there will always be moments where you lose possession, and in the best case you win the ball there back. If that doesn't happen, then there might be a bit of tricky moments. That's how it is. But we had 5 players behind the ball. We had a lot of moments where we won it back immediately, so didn't even get into a counter-attacking situation. Then Trent can go again from there. Yeah, it's good, but it was not just Trent. It was then Fab used the position really well as a connector. I thought Cody in the center did really well. Mo and Diogo were a real threat, not as much as you might expect, but it's an away game and you don't create that much, but we need everybody involved in that way to play, and that's what I saw, and that's why I was really happy with all the performances.
Jurgen, Peter Crouch here. Just want to say, the first time you've really got the attacking players fit and all available and looking good. Is it a nice headache to have now?
It's not really a headache, to be honest. I never have these kind of headaches, let me say it like that. Unfortunately, Bobby is now not available. That would be really cool if we would have that as well. But because we have now 3 games with today we have 4 games in a pretty short period of time. But it's all about, they all can play football, obviously, up front. And they're all the threat and all these kind of things. But the counter-press impulse is, in the moment, the ticket into the team. And for Lucho, it's a bit like that he that he is coming back after a long it's really nice to bring him on with his energy and stuff like this. That's really cool. And Darwin, we get used to each other, what I said, but now we get used on top of that to a slightly new style, and that makes it different. But you can bring him on. He plays 20-30 minutes. He's a machine, gets in behind. The ball, there was a ball Curtis wanted to play in his feet. I told him now, that makes no sense. He was already on his bike, so that would have been a 100% chance, definitely. So it's really cool to do it like this. But now we have in 3 days. I don't know exactly what is today. Sunday.
Today is Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
We don't know either, Jürgen.
So
We've lost track too.
So we play on Sunday. So we have a few days we have to see. But all of them can start, and that's really good. We have players on the bench in a moment who could start immediately. But again, it looks good how the boys do it, and we have to get used to it and have to use it more consistently. And that's why for today, that's good. And of course, as a crowd, it's great to have all the attacking players available, because then they push each other. And so today the goal Cody scored, come on, what a screamer, outstanding. So no, good game, good performances.
Hi Jürgen, it's Colton Coley. I'm going straight for the jugular here. I'm going straight for the... Is the Champions League spot still possible?
No, not in our hands. So why should I talk about that? We have nothing to do with that. We only can get 3 points in and as often as somehow possible. So that would put pressure on others. But they all are in a better position, most of them. But it's a tough program for all of us now, the last few weeks of the season, and it's about who gets better through it. And we will see where we end up. In a moment, we don't think about Champions League, to be honest, but for me, we have to finish the season as good as somehow possible, and then we will see what that means. We wasted a bit of time and opportunities during the seasons, but now we are in a slightly better mood, and that's what we have to use.
Jürgen, we appreciate your time as always. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck on Sunday against Tottenham.
Thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Joe, you...
Yeah, we fought hard as a team, and luckily he headed the ball in, so that was great.
Well, it was goals for both of you tonight, but you had possession from the off, but ended up going 1-0 down, but it didn't seem to keep you off your stride.
No, I think we stayed calm, and we knew we had a lot of possession, so yeah, the chances would come, and yeah, we did great.
Joel, it was your goal, the winning difference tonight. You've had to wait for that. I think it's been sort of 7 months since you last put in. Were you surprised how much space that you had in the box?
Oh, I was just happy that it went in, because a minute before I already had to score, or I had already 2 opportunities, and I was just lucky that it finally went in.
Well, it was a bullet of a header. It looked like you knew exactly where you were going to place it.
Oh, I hope so, but at the end was quite good. It was a brilliant course, and yeah.
And Cody, you're 6th of the season, 25 yards out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think yeah, it was a good shot. So.
Oh my God! From 25 meters, perfect hit, and like, yeah, brilliant finish.
You're settling in, enjoying your football.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. The team is great, and yeah, when you see the results coming in, then yeah, everybody is more happy. So really, I'm really enjoying it here.
Slightly relieved at the end there. There wasn't a penalty shout.
Oh, for me it didn't look like one, but I didn't see it, and we fight hard and opportunities, but at the end maybe you need also a little bit luck, but we fight really hard to get this luck.
Well, look, that is 3 wins on the bounce now. You're looking up the table?
Yeah, we always looking up the table, and we're on the right track, and we have to keep going, keep improving, and keep winning.
Well, tonight's player of the match, Joel Matip. Would you do the honours, please, to give it to Joel? There you go. Congratulations.
My friend.
From the best player, it's like, thank you very much. Thank you.
Is 1-0 at the break as well. It was a brilliant start from West Ham. Is this the best goal you've seen from the Hammers all season, Carlton?
It's definitely the best goal I've seen from the Hammers for a couple of seasons. Mate, I almost spat out my pie and mash.
You did.
And I didn't want to waste it. Look at the touch there from Benrahma with a bit of backspin. Paqueta picking up the loose ball again. Then he gets it again. Lovely dribble. The touches from Antonio can't go unnoticed. It's perfect. Benrahma was unreal. And look, you got to look at Antonio here, man. He was just unreal. Oh, every inch of the words, unreal. I can't say much more.
Yeah, it's a great strike, isn't it, Crouchy?
Yeah,
Look at this angle. Look at this angle. I love this because he's kept his shoulders facing the goal. For all young players watching on how to get a strike, he struck it with his. It's unbelievable. Goalkeeper, no chance.
Yeah, every touch, the weight of pass was absolute perfection in every sense of the word. I thought West Ham was a great point of view. I wasn't sure about Alisson, maybe he could have done more, but then you see it from behind the goal and it slightly touches Van Dijk, and he's probably anticipating more of a touch.
It wasn't much of a touch though. Like, it didn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, hit it with some violence.
Yeah.
Well, Liverpool needed to respond, and they did through Cody Gakpo. We talked about Trent's positioning before the game, Peter. Did we see evidence of why it's so crucial here with this goal?
Yeah, I think we see from the the second angle here. I mean, it's great finish from Gakpo, but with Trent in that midfield position here, we see him scanning it just before. He has a quick look, sees it's on. I think there's not many players in that midfield that would do that. I think that's why he's in there, because he plays progressively through the lines, and still Gakpo's still got a lot to do. It's a tremendous finish, but a great pass through the lines from Trent.
Yeah, really interesting the positions Trent's picking up. We haven't got time to go into it at half time, but it's fantastic. He's assisted the goal there, but also he's hurting his team a little bit. They have to adjust behind him, but he's such a good player. Watching him from this and seeing him producing the passes and playing through the lines, unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll take a...
Position MRBEAR. Alors que se passe-t-il? Le buteur Hakim Ziyech est resté au sol.